Hi class. Pranayama class is now in session. My name is Amber. I am your lead, your teacher for today's class. This is a 30-minute pranayama class where we will take some time and create clarity, create some space in the mind, support the nervous system a little bit, support our vessels, our body, our physical being through this practice as well. So our intention is really to bring clarity, bring some peace, and bring some comfort into our physical body. Just before we get started, this is a beginner's pranayama class, which means it is suitable for everyone. So if you're pregnant, if you're elderly, if you are injured, if you are stressed, this class is still appropriate for you. That being said, if at any point you do feel dizzy, if you are not feeling well, please stop the practice, return to regular breath. If you need, do have a sip of water, stay seated until you are no longer feeling dizzy. Other than that, this class is appropriate for everyone, so I do look forward to taking all of you through the practice. And then just before we move into the class, let's take a clearing breath. Inhale and exhale. And scanning our body, checking in with our toes, our ankles, making a mental note of how they feel. Checking in with our legs, our hips, our knees, and making any mental notes of any discomfort. Checking in with the chest, the torso, the shoulders. Checking in with your hands, your neck, your jaw, your head, your ears, and making any notes of how you feel. Beginning our practice with 3 Oms. Taking a clearing breath. Inhale for Om. 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 Taking this opportunity to set any other intentions that you may wish to set for this class, how you may like to feel, anything you want to leave behind. And moving into our warm-up, we'll start by mobilizing the neck on one side, slowly and carefully. Taking the head in the opposite direction. And now extending that to the shoulders, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and back and round and down. Inhaling, exhaling, sending the shoulders forward this time. Inhale, send them up towards your ears, exhale, round and down. And in this seated position, we are extending our hands to the sky. Extending to the side. And to the other side. And back to center, extending some more. Inhale and exhale. And now we can do some seated twists. So we're inhaling and exhaling to the side. Inhaling back to center and exhaling to the other side. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Where you can bring your legs out in front of you. Legs flat on the ground. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Not forcing the back, the body any further than it wants to go. And taking a clearing breath here. Take another breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Returning to your seated position. We can plant the soles of the feet on the ground in front of us and begin to windscreen wiper our legs, getting some mobility in our hip sockets. Just enough to relieve any discomfort. Before coming to all fours. I will mobilize the spine through some cat and cows. So inhale, send your head back, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, arching the back, sending the head, chin up, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down, head tucked in, up, back rounded, and back to center, where we can step the hands forward just slightly, find a slight back bend to find puppy dog. Taking some clearing breaths here. And now, coming back to your seated position. We've appropriately warmed up the body so that you're ready for your pranayama session. So we'll now move into our first pranayama breath, our ocean breath. So ocean breath or ujjayi breath is exactly that. It's oceanic in sounding. So to perform an ocean breath, you're essentially breathing in and out through your nose, but but you bring a slight restriction to the back of your throat so that your breath sounds more wave-like, more oceanic. So if I am to demonstrate, begin breathing in this way, where you will stay for the next 3 minutes. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue with this breath. Ujjayi breath or oceanic breath is really special because it allows you to slow your breath, breathing slower, more mindfully than you might otherwise do on a normal day. Ujjayi also is very supportive for the nervous system. So just like the ocean itself grounds our vessel, oceanic breath can also be supportive for our vessel, our physical being, our bodies. If the mind wanders, just bring your focus back to the breath, finding that oceanic sound. Your Ujjayi breath is also considered breath of victory or victorious breath. Some say this breath of victory represents freedom from bondage. So maybe as you breathe your oceanic breath for the next minute, as you exhale, maybe you consider what bondage you would like to free yourself from. Where in your life you'd like some more freedom. Call that in. Ujjayi breath builds heat in the body. It relaxes the mind and it promotes sound sleep. Take your last 5 Ujjayi ocean breaths. Returning to regular breath, take a moment, observe how you feel. Breathing regularly taking note of the mind, taking note of your physical vessel, taking note of the impact of Ujjayi ocean breath. Moving into our second pranayama. We will now practice the full yogic breath. Full yogic breath is where you breathe using your full lung capacity. You're making full use of the diaphragm, full use of your chest, full use of your belly to take that full yogic breath. You're breathing into your belly first, then into your chest, your collarbones. Exhaling from the chest and collarbones first, and then from the stomach. Practice your full yogic breath now, breathing in to your belly, then your chest, then your collarbones, exhaling from your collarbones, then your chest, then your belly. Doing your best to breathe through your nose. Being patient with yourself if you find yourself breathing through the mouth. When you realize, just return to the nose. Full yogic breath, as mentioned, uses your full lung capacity, meaning you get to correct years of shallow breathing, improper breathing. As you breathe your full yogic breath, you're strengthening your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, you're supporting the nervous system. Five more full yogic breaths. Returning the breath to your regular breath observing the effects of full yogic breathing on your body, on your mind. Taking one last clearing breath as we move into our final pranayama breath work for this practice. So, as you can see, I'm moving to all fours. Before I move into a child's pose, I will give you a couple of options. So option number one, take a couple of pillows or a bolster if you have one, so this can be a more supported practice. If you don't have a bolster, but you do have a block, this may also help you. So your block instead, you can find your child pose and rest your head on the block. If you're taking a bolster, similar positioning, head on a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a simple child pose will do just fine. So come together, knees as close together as possible if you have no restriction. If you are feeling restriction in this area, maybe it's some tightness, a wider stance is appropriate and can be done. So I'll allow you to take the option that works best for you and your vessel and how you feel on the mat today. How you feel today may be different to how you feel next week, so no pressure. Today I'm gonna go ahead and take a bolster. So your kidney breath, essentially you're gonna come into your child's pose, and we will be breathing into our back body, the back of our vessels, sending the breath to this area here where our kidneys are. So best to have your hands beside you, or holding your kidney area, and then simply breathe. Breathing slowly. Your kidney breath is oxygenating your kidneys, creating vitality, creating immunity, stretching that back body. Whilst also providing a calming, supportive position for the body, for the nervous system. Breathe here for another minute. Mindfully inhaling, and as you inhale, send the breath to your lower back, to your kidneys, creating space. Taking your last 3 breaths here. before your breath returns to normal. And you gradually meet in your Shavasana, actually, in your corpse pose. So gently come out of your child's pose, turning onto your back, lying down gently, hands above your body, hands beside the body, palms facing upwards. This is your Shavasana corpse pose. Now, if you're pregnant, there is the option to lie on your side. So, like this. If you're not pregnant, you may still choose to lie in your side Shavasana, that's totally fine. If for any reason lying on your side, lying on your back is inaccessible for you, staying in your seated position is totally an option that you may take as well. Taking a clearing breath as we move into our final pose of our practice. Option to take a pillow or a bolster below your knees if that makes Shavasana more comfortable for you as well. A blanket, a layer, any socks you may need. Take that clearing breath, inhale in, exhale out. Scanning the body, scanning the toes, scanning the ankles, scanning the shins, the calves to see how they feel. Once you've checked in with how they feel, allow them to melt a little bit more. Relax a little bit more than how you found them. Scanning the thighs, the hamstrings, the psoas muscle, the hips muscle. Checking in with how they feel. Relaxing them that little bit more than how you found them. Scanning your torso, your collar, your shoulders, your armpits, relaxing them just that little bit more than how you found them. Scanning the jaw, the mouth, the ears, the head, relaxing them just that little bit more than how you found them. Tuning in with the breath. With each inhale, with each exhale, the body softens a little bit more, the mind quietens a little bit more. Welcoming you back to the room, thanking you for your dedication to your practice, reminding you that today's class intention was to build clarity, support the vessel, congratulating you on doing exactly that. Thank you so much. Go gently, with extra clarity, with extra support. Love.